already? What do I have sticking up here? I see stuff in the corner. Good evening, everybody. I am Janice Andrews from the Quilt Lady, the friendliest little shop in Oklahoma. We have documentation of that because we of what? Working on the friendliest one in America. Oh, I've got a bunch of hellos. Hello, hello, hello. Have you shared yet? I shared before it went live, so be sure to go in to share. Hi from Bison. Terry shared. Terry, I saw that you shared, and I was sharing as I saw your post. Okay, lots of people. We have 24 already. Yeah. Yay. Okay, you guys are stuck with me again. Dawn's out hanging out with her mom this evening. So, I've even got a heart. Hey, somebody, if you see the little heart, wherever it is that you plug that, somebody, when I was watching a different live, said if you click the hearts, then it boosts our something on Facebook. Terry did that. Oh, I got 4 hearts already. Oh my God. Woohoo. Cheryl, Lois Lyon, Janet Wilson. Oh, now we got a whole bunch. Now we got lots of hearts. Yeah. I'm gonna roll my chair up a little bit here because I'll look a little low. Oh, he can move the camera. You're fine. I'll just sit up straighter. Hi, everybody tonight. Shared. Be sure and tell us you shared because that determines what the gift card is when we spin the wheel later. Hi, Debbie Gray. Hey, everyone. Jane. Janet. Hi, Janet. That's my sister-in-law. I talked to her earlier and I said, I may talk about you tonight. So she tuned in. So, hey. Lots and lots of people. Okay, so how many of you, show of hands, we were just talking, got the hail that we got here in Kingfisher yesterday? I planted, those of you that see my personal Facebook now, I planted my flower or my raised bed garden, put my tomatoes out, put my squash out. Now I have like little sad cut off at the ground. I'm gonna have to start over. Hi, Janice Russell. Sheila also got it. Okay, we were sharing pictures, Bill and I. My whole yard was white. You'd think it was covered with snow. And I went to open the garage door because my dad comes over for dinner every day and I didn't want him to walk on the ice. After it stopped, sun comes out and I have like 2 inches of ice up against my garage door. It was that thick. But yeah, Sue Ann, I know. Sue Ann and I have already shared this text.
Tomatoes will survive.
Well, some of them I've got little sprigs and some of them they're just level with the ground. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll plant some more and then I'll have a bumper crop maybe. Hi, Kathy Z. She shared. Yay. Debbie, I guess we did get it all because we got a lot of it. Joyce, you guys didn't get any? I saw your video today, Joyce, of your nurse taking care of your leg and him making faces at the camera. So I hope you're healing up, Joyce. Who else is talking to me here? Nothing, Terry in North OKC. Well, we got it all right here. It just dumped. Like open a bucket and dumped. I've posted some pictures on my Facebook group, but on my personal Facebook, but anyway. So, but the weather was nice today.
Beautiful.
Bill has been working his little self to the core. I don't know. He was on his hands and knees over working on flooring earlier today when I didn't want to stay long. I was afraid he'd put me to work. He worked me to death last week. I had 3 days of laying flooring. I'm still taking a break. But I got my nails fixed. Did you guys see my post the other day where I had all butchered up nails? Well, they're fixed today. Okay, everybody's just saying hi and they shared. Good. And did you get out and enjoy the nice weather today then? I was sewing on a little project I'm going to show you in a little bit. And a couple of projects today. And running some errands. Where are you? Never saw that background. We're in the same place, Debbie. We just didn't hang up something different. I came up this afternoon to set some stuff up. And Lainey was here. And she said, you got a lot of bright colors you're showing. Just stick with the black background. So. That's
Janice says they got
that's what we did.
baseball size at her house.
Oh, wow. At your house, Janice? Baseball size? Well, I'm glad I wasn't at your house. I don't know if it was quite golf ball size at my house, but it was close. I was just walking from the front door to the back door looking out and taking pictures. Terry got all your yard plants in the ground today. Good for you. Well, I'm going to have to replace some. And I had a geranium on the front porch that was a little bit protected from the overhang, but it looks better, but a lot of the blooms got knocked off. So what else is going on with everybody today? So do you want my report from Bill? I just quizzed him a while ago. That's what she sent. They were because you're not home right now, are you, Janice? You're off playing somewhere. The new building, the floors are almost finished. Like he's got to do edging and then put trim work around the floors. And we're talking moving maybe by the middle to end of next week. Is that what you're saying? First of next week. First of next week. So watch our Facebook page and our website, because we may be closed for a few days while we're moving. If you want to lug some bolts, you just come on over and give us a hand, because we'll all be getting out snake oil. When I went to see Bill earlier today, he said, my back is hurting. I need some snake oil. So I brought him some oils for joint and muscle pain.
And I put it on. It actually feels a little better.
Did you hear that? He put it on and it feels better. You sound surprised every time something like that works.
Smells good.
He smells good at least. It's a blend I looked up, and then I added some other stuff to it for pain, inflammation, whatever. Anyway, Debbie Gray, you're saying yay to the move. I'm saying yay to getting over there, not to the process of getting from here to there. I was just looking at our grunge before we booted up and thought, will that fit in that corner, like by the back door outside of Cherie's office, that door? I wonder if all that will fit in that corner.
That hole right there?
Yeah. Will all that fit?
I think it will.
I think it will. I hope so. Joyce, I have some oil patch I want to show you. They gave me at hospital for nausea. Oh, I'd be glad to see that.
Janet Grantham has another remedy for pain. Jack Daniels.
We won't talk about Janet's remedy for pain, because what is your remedy, Janet? I'm curious if it's essential oil related or something else. Sue Ann, I love frankincense as well. And it is, just so you know, frankincense grows new cells. Orange kills bad cells. So if you've got cancerous something going on, you're getting a snake oil lesson. The high limonene in orange oil helps kill off bad stuff. The C word, cancer. I didn't say that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not professing anything. I'm just relaying what I have read. And frankincense builds new cells. So frankincense is good for lots of things. Okay. Janet, the reason I was going to comment, I can't see because that little border's up there, but for my birthday, Janet sent me this necklace, and it is sea glass. You guys know what sea glass? She lives on Lake Erie, on an island, Put-in Bay Island. It says so on this little thing right here. If it's turned, whoops, where is it? It's backwards here. This one little thing says, this side. Says Put-in Bay, where she lives. She picks up sea glass, and I'm going to show you something else with sea glass later. And she had this made into a necklace for me for my birthday. And red is very rare. She says I'm rare too. That's why I got it. So I don't know if that's rare good or rare bad, but anyway. So again, thank you, Janet, for the necklace. She's always so kind and does really cool stuff. Oh, yes, Janet's remedy for pain is served on ice. And Terry likes Janet's remedies. Okay. Terry, you should come join us as we sit out on the seawall and watch the water, and we enjoy our beverages on ice. Okay. I have rambled and rambled. Are you guys want to talk about anything else, or are we ready to get started? Usually Bill cuts me off by starting the slides, and he's eating supper and doing something else over there. Drinking
pain reliever.
Drinking his pain reliever.
Water.
Just say when, Terry. Terry, I'm heading up in July, so if you want to tag along, you just come right on up. Okay, tonight, what do we have on our slides? We are more than just a quilt shop. You guys all know this.
Not everybody. There might be somebody.
There might be somebody new. Long arm quilting.
Janet hasn't watched this.
Janet has watched occasionally.
She's watched before? Okay.
Janet has been in this store.
Really?
Yeah, she was here in January. She came the 27th or so December and left the first part of January. So yes, she was here in the store. She hears me talk about it all the time. So Janet and others, we do long arm quilting, binding, machine repair. Bill does the machine repair and scissor sharpening. I've already mentioned my machine to him today, and I got 2 machines I need him to look at now. Scissor sharpening, he's done multiple of mine. We do embroidery, AccuQuilt products, which Don talks about regularly, and I really like those. I just don't have one. We do quilt making. We've had people come in and go, I wish you had stuff already made up I could buy. We can do that. We can handle that. We've got an oil for that. We got a service for that. So whatever it is you need, we will be glad to help you, help pick out colors, fabrics, you name it. All of us here sew at some level, some more than others. I think Lainey probably does the least, but she's really good still with matching up fabrics and that kind of thing. So, and we try to treat everybody like they're our best friend. There was a lady, I came in today, walked in the back door, and this lady standing at the register. And if you're watching, I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. She said, oh, it's Janice A. We know you, but you don't know us. I went, okay. So she's seen me on here before. So we try to be friendly with everybody. That's why we're the friendliest shop in the state. What's my next slide? I feel like I'm just blah, 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 blah. Summer retreat. Okay. Do we still have openings for this one? The June retreat, the 28th of June through the 2nd of July. 4 nights, 5 days. And you can see, don't need to read to you. You can see what it says. There's always lots of fun stuff going on. Mystery projects, surprises, round robins. Dawn does the daily devotionals, which ends up kind of being a sharing session. And the one I went to, I really enjoyed that part too. More surprises. She makes it up as she goes. I think she probably doesn't know yet what's going on with all the retreats, but I'm sure with the June and July one in June, July, she is. There's also one in September. Notice I think the price changed from the June, July one to the September one because the price at the venue changed. September 6th through the 10th. And he already has a link. You put the same link twice for the June, July one.
Well, one's
Facebook, one's YouTube. Okay, he's working on putting those up. I'm just rushing him. So if you're interested in any of those, I assume there's still openings. I haven't looked. And then the November one, 15th to the 19th, that's the time you can get all your holiday sewing caught up, or you can take a break and just chill out with all your sewing friends and just do the project she has out there, or do whatever you bring with you right before the holidays. So check those links for all of those. Deborah says it's a blast. Deborah, was this most recent one your first one? Didn't you go in February and that was your first one? And then you signed up for future ones? They are fun. And once we get moved, I know we've said this over and over. Once we get moved to the new building, we will have a huge classroom. I know exactly how big it is because I crawled along on my hands and knees putting down flooring the other day. We'll have some classes. We'll have some mini retreats. We'll have all kinds of stuff. So the grand reopening, May 5th and 6th, 10 to 4. There's the address, 223 North 6th Street. We talked about this address. If you need to use an app to search the location, use Google Maps. Don't use Apple Maps because Apple takes you down the block.
Wrong end of the block.
Wrong end of that block. So my directions, 81 Highway, Main Street of Kingfisher, which is just north of here. I know some of you don't understand north, south, east, west. Find City Hall, at City Hall, go east or toward the big grain elevators, a block. It's right there on the corner. You won't miss it. Yes, Terry, the classroom is huge. It's probably about as big as what this whole
It's pretty much as big as our retail.
Our retail space now is about the size of the classroom over there. We're excited about it. So for the grand reopening,
That banner's a little big.
okay, I'll just hide behind it.
There you go.
Join us for prize drawing, sales, snacks, and so much more as we celebrate the opening of our new building. I haven't even heard what all's going on over there yet. I'm anxious to hear what all we're going to do. So come join us and see what all we have going on. Like I said, I haven't even
bit here. May 7th is our 4th year anniversary. We opened on May 7th, 2019.
4 years ago, May 7th was opening day here. So that will be our 4-year anniversary. So there's all kinds of reasons to celebrate. And I don't know if the quilt lady is on or not, but she has a birthday coming up. So that's another reason to celebrate. So if you guys see
21.
her, what?
She's going to be 21.
She's going to be 21 again. So if you see her in the next week, her birthday is the 17th. So tell her a hey, happy birthday. And are we on to anything else? Have I covered my notes about the move, the Google Maps, the reopening? Okay. What else? Margaritas on May 5th. Well, Debbie, if you choose to have a margarita, that would be great. Don't know that we'll be serving
them. Margarita, one of them little margarita machines, you know.
I have a margarita machine.
You know, because I know, like, when you're on a cruise, you go down to Mexico, some of those stores will have a little, you know, get your little shot,
frozen thing.
Shot glass of margarita.
I'm not saying we are or not doing it. I have a machine that does the crushed ice in the back and then like the blender in the front, and then you dump the ice in it thing. I don't know. It may.
Whose birthday is the 16th?
I don't know, Janet. Whose birthday is the 16th? That would be this old lady. Mine's the 16th. So next Sunday is my birthday. Thus, Janet sent me the necklace. So I am a little older than. I'll be 23 if Dawn is going to be 21. So, okay. It's in the bag. Lots of bag stuff tonight. I thought Dawn was going to be here. So I said, hey, what do you want to talk about? And she said, let's talk about bags. She also asked me to make a demo of something I didn't get done. And I ended up telling her that day, I said, I am too tired to sew. That's not going to get made because I had been working at the other shop multiple days by then. So let me show you this. I think our first slide is a bag pattern. I made this, I don't know what, a year-ish ago. My goal was to get it done for my trip to see you, Janet, last year. So I made this bag, and it gained some popularity. It has this little thing called a trolley thing here to put your suitcase strap of your other suitcase up through, you know, the pull-up handle goes in there. Pockets on the side. So he showed you the pattern, and here I've been talking. And inside it's got zipper pocket, other pocket. Okay. So that was the ultimate travel bag. I just knocked something off the counter. And Joyce and Terry came in and they made one, and then they made more. I don't know how many. Joyce, how many did you make? Yes, that's the bag that started all. I made one. Joyce has made a lot. I don't know how many.
Oh, cool. I would like
to have one. Okay. Bill wants one. There's some other styles that I'm considering, like duffel bags.
Something similar.
I like it. It's almost
pretty cool bag.
It's a good size for overnight, but I get it almost too heavy. When I go see my kids for a night or two, I will take that, but sometimes it's not quite big enough. Maybe I pack too much junk. Sue Ann can only see my head. Lower the camera. Oh, go this way. Is that better, Sue Ann? Now I cut off the top of my head. Joyce has made about 20 bags, but only one ultimate travel bag. The round trip duffel, you've made 7. Those are coming up. So if you like this, here I have, if you like the ultimate travel bag 2.0, and it's got all the instruction stuff on the back, this is $9.99. So that would be mine number 1. The fabric I made mine out of was fabric I had on hand, so we do not have it in the store. But there is so many, and I'm going to show you some fabric in a little while. But there's so many things you could do with that. Your collegiate choice or whatever. Fun, easy pattern, and great to start with. I agree, Joyce. I thought it was easy enough. Depends on how much sewing you've done, I guess. So this one, if you like the ultimate travel bag, well, you saw me hold it up. It measures 13 3/4 high, 14.5 long, and 4.5 deep at the top, and 8 inches deep at the bottom. So, and it's got the notions we carry. If we don't have, we can get the zippers, the mesh, all that kind of stuff, which I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. So, Ultimate Travel Bag 2.0. That is one pattern. Next one, Travel Duffel Bag. Is this the one you've made, Joyce? We have 2 travel duffels. We have the Travel Duffel 2, and then there's the 2.1. And I'm curious to make this one too. So this one is a little bit bigger. No, it's really, this one is 13 by 21 by 8. So it's a little bit bigger than the Ultimate Travel Bag. So this is also $9.99. I haven't made one of these, don't have one on hand. Kathy made several as Christmas gifts this year. Well, I wish I would have been on your Christmas gift list, Kathy, because those are really nice bags. Because I'm thinking this one is probably a little bit bigger than the one I made. I might need to make a bigger one. Made one out of that and the road trip duffel bag. Like better the way you assemble for directional fabric. Okay. You like this one better, Joyce, for the directional fabric? I just don't pick directional fabric. So if you like this duffel bag, Joyce likes this one. Travel bag 2, that's mine 2. And if you like the round trip better, okay. I'm getting to your retreat bags for projects, Terry. I think what you made, I'm coming with. Like the round trip better, made it awful heavy when full. Okay. Round trip. Okay. Lost my train of thought. Oh, if you want to order these, just say mine and the number that you see. So this is mine number 2. And if you want to pick it up, put the letters PU after your comment, or we will assume we're shipping to you these patterns.
Buy 10 of them,
and if you want 10 patterns, times 10. Bill's words. I think we'll be ordering some if you want 10, because I don't think we have 10 of any one of these on hand. We'll order them. The next one, very similar to this. I'm not sure what the difference is. Maybe you can tell me, Joyce. This is the Duffel 2.1 as opposed to the Duffel 2. So the 2.1, of course, this one says the add-on video. Includes a coupon for the $5 add-on video. That might be part of the bonus of this one, because the size appears to be the same. I don't know what other than that, what the difference is. So, but this is one it's a little smaller, I believe. Well, the measurements both say 13 high, 21 wide, and 8 deep. And the requirements for everything looks to be the same. So I don't know what the difference is. They look very much the same. But since this one says the video, you get a coupon for the video. So they do have great videos on By Annie. You can look up and they give you tips to do applying zippers and adding bindings and all the different steps. So I don't know. The back door is creaking. Somebody's sneaking in on us.
Where's the gun?
I don't know. I don't have mine. Do you have yours? So mine number 3, if you like this pattern, and it is also, I think, $9.99. Oh, it's $10.99. So it must have come out later. The added add-on video. So this is $10.99 for mine number 3. Okay. Oh, here's the round trip. This is one you were talking about. Love you, Janet. Thanks for joining in. I'll probably talk about you some more because I have another bag to show that I'm going to talk about the bay. Okay. Round trip duffel bag. So this is a little bit different size. I don't know how much shape it is. So according to the round trip duffel versus, the travel duffel versus the round trip. I'm getting tongue-tied with the different names of them. So the round trip, this one is 12 by 19.5 by 7.5. So it's like a 1/2 inch to inch smaller each direction than the previous one. So this is my number 4. I think one of these two is what I want to make. I haven't decided which yet. Round trip duffel, told you the size. This has the add-on video included, so you can go on to the By Annie and see all the videos. And this is $9.99. So anybody interested in that one? So these are all pretty comparable in size and style. Depends on which one you like the best. So this last one's round trip duffel number 4 for $9.99. What's my next? Laptop. And I didn't find, Dawn had one of these made up. It used to hang over there, but I think it's been moved. So this is a laptop computer carrier 2. This makes a laptop case or a laptop carrier. You see the 2 different styles there. Mm-hmm. The laptop case is 12 by 14 by 2. The laptop carrier is 12 by 14.5 by 3. Okay. So this is a real handy. I've made one similar to this, but not exactly this pattern. So these are real handy for carrying your computers in with lots of pockets, pocket on the outside, both sides, shoulder strap, previously named laptop computer bag. Okay, so if you like this one, this is going to be mine number 5 for $10.99. It's all assembly. It's all in the assembly, the difference, and more suitable for directional. Okay. Carol, would one of those hold a featherweight case? Okay, this one I'm pretty sure will, because the sewing machine we keep up here, and I don't have it handy, I put it in here. So I know it would hold it. And it's got a solid bottom in it. By Annie has a stable bottom. I don't know what it's called. I had, I'm trying to think what it's called that I put in. Lexan. I don't know. Guy friend of mine used it for his windshields in his race trucks. He had a scrap. I said, can you cut me one the right size? So it's, what I have in there is like heavy duty, heavier than plexiglass. So you need something stable in the bottom if you're going to put your machine in it. But yes, that one would hold your featherweight. I have a featherweight, but mine has a hard case to it. So, but yes, a small machine would fit in one of those bags. Works well. Shoulder strap would be helpful to carry it with too. Okay, so laptop bag. Pack it in. Is this what you use, Terry? Bill will change the slide in a minute. The pack it in is packing bag. So here's a sample of the pack it in. I made this. This one's for my daughter. I made some, and I've told you guys this before. I made this one for my daughter, and then I also made some. I made her 2 of those that size. Terry uses these for project bags, and I think that would be great for that because if you got multiple things, it's bigger than the project bag pattern. The pack it in. So this one is the medium size on here. I also made some small ones for my grandkids. I made 3 little ones for each of my 2 younger grandkids. And then I made 2 of this middle-sized one for my daughter.
Yeah, we got some for Christmas, a commercial version of that.
Mm-hmm.
Our daughter-in-law gave us you know, and they're nice to pack. You pack your stuff
Oh, yeah.
and then put them in a suitcase.
That's what I do. I got some that were like free for my ARP when you signed up, when my parents signed up, because I don't use that ARP. Yes, I'm old enough. But yeah, they're really handy. I put, I put my t-shirts in this one and my shorts in this one. And so, yeah, I pack these bags and then I put them in my suitcase. So then you can pull out what you want. I think Terry and Joyce talked about making some of these. I don't know if you use the middle size or the small size. So they divided each day's clothes when they go to retreat, so that if they get up earlier than anybody else staying in that room, they can just pull that out, go to the bathroom, take their shower, get dressed, and they don't bother anybody. So I like these, and I like them for project bags too. So that is Pack It In. It's also $9.99 and includes the coupon for the video. I put notes on this because I thought Dawn was doing this. So the small bag is 3 by 11 by 7. This is the medium, which is 3.5 by 14 by 10. And I have not made the large. It is 4 by 18 by 13. So I wondered if you could make 2 small ones. Do you know, Terry? And you could put 2 small ones in one of these if you wanted to divide them up. I don't know. Middle is what you use for retreat clothes. Okay. So that's what Joyce uses for retreat stuff. And like I said, they are handy. I like them. This, I think it calls for let me see what it calls for in the zipper. The double-sided zippers. I didn't have that, so I just used a single. And I do recommend getting the wider, like the Biani zippers, because they're easier to sew because they have the wider tab on them than standard zippers. But then these are 30 inches long, so standard zippers are not long enough. The ones you get Hancock's or wherever, for not even Hancock's anymore, Joann's. So if you have some at home, they're probably not long enough, wide enough. So I really like this. Like I said, I've made several of them. I'll probably be making more too. So Pack It In 2.0, that's mine number 6, and they're $9.99 if anybody likes those. Probably could you just use a single. Okay, the next one. So see, we're assuming you guys are going vacationing, traveling, and you need bags. So this one, Power Trip, I have not made this one, but it looks handy to put all your power cords, technology equipment in. It is 7.5 by 10 by 3. And it has well, you can see the diagram. It has pockets for your cords, your mouse, notebook, ear pads, whatever. Inside pockets with the mesh, outside pocket. So keep all of your technology equipment in one place. That is mine number 7, and it's also $9.99. Okay, what's the next one? I think is this Out to Lunch, little lunch bag. I made this a while back. I think I made this about the beginning of school time when people were talking school lunches. So this has some inside pockets to put your whatever. Put your chips on the side so they don't get crushed or something. And I just threw this in just for the fun of it. And it has this little gusset on the side. So once it's unzipped, your goodies don't fall out. And then pockets on outside on both sides. And it has the insulated, which I didn't put that in the lineup tonight. The Insul Bright, or what's it called? This is fusible interfacing mesh fabric, soft and stable. It doesn't say that Insul Bright, but I use that in this one, so it's insulated to keep your food hot or cold. So this was not complicated. I mean, I did it, I think, in a day or two up here at work. So the Out to Lunch handbag, which I believe is what this is called, the handbag, is 6 1/4 high by 10 wide by 6 deep. And it also has the snack bag, which is this one, like to put a sandwich in or your snacks. And it's just 6 by 8. I think if I were making that, I would line it with some waterproof fabric, which we got some back here just to make samples out of, and haven't had any demand for it. But I've made several that had, it's kind of like a parachute fabric lining and it's waterproof. So I put,
Ripstop.
it's ripstop. You're right. This has Velcro on it, but I've put sandwiches in it, chips, whatever. I even made one that I put the Insulbright in and insulated it when I traveled to go see Janet. I took a sponge, got it wet, froze it, and sealed it in like one of those Seal-A-Meal vacuum seal bags. That was my ice pack. And I put some cold stuff in there and I got on the plane with it because it wasn't liquid. It was a frozen sponge. And it happened to be Ninja from my Young Living was what I had frozen it to drink with high nutrition value and all. I won't do another commercial for Young Living right now. So it was frozen when I got on the plane, so it didn't count as a liquid. So by the time I got to my first layover, it was soft enough. I got it out and I could drink it. If it's frozen, it's not a liquid. It doesn't count as one of your liquids.
Wow.
There you go. So if you travel, freeze your juice packs and they're not liquid. Okay. Anyway, mine number 8, out to lunch. Debbie is buying a couple, number 6 and number 7. Yay, Debbie. Those of you, if you're ordering, Cherie was not in last week, all week. Was that right? Because she was over there.
Yes, and I think she was sick one day.
Anyway, last week's live, she was working on today.
She got sick.
Yes, her kids were sick. She got sick. She had a hectic week last week. So yesterday, today, she was working on last week's live stuff. So if you don't see an invoice for it, be patient or remind Cherie, say, hey, I ordered some stuff. So anyway, Debbie, tomorrow is my only day this week to work. So if you're picking up, put PU. If you're coming, if you want us to ship it to you, let us know. Debbie, you got your invoice today. Okay. And Debbie Odd and Debbie Gray, you'll pick yours up. All right. So moving on. This is number 8 for out to lunch. We have a couple of other lunch bags. That was the only one I pulled for today. The next one, and I made one of these, but I gave it to the grandson, so I don't have it here. This is cute. Hello pouches. It has the clear plastic on the top. I made, which one did I make? I don't remember if I did the medium or the large. And then I took my Cricut and cut out vinyl and put my grandson's name up here on the clear vinyl. And my daughter puts his books and stuff. He takes it to church. That's his activity bag when he goes to church if he doesn't stay in the nursery. So this would be handy to put your sewing supplies, make your own little sewing kit or makeup or oils. Are you putting oils on over there? And
I had that look on my face.
You did. Or what? I mean, this shows, well, you can see in the diagram, the rotary blades, thread, and all that kind of stuff. So the fact that it's got the clear plastic, it makes it handy to see what the contents are when you got it packed in that bag. Like make your own little sewing kit. Like the toys for the car, for church. They're just handy. And it's not hard to make either. Goes together pretty quick. There's 3 sizes. The small is 5 high, 4 wide, and 2 3/4 deep. Medium is 6.5 high, 5 3/4 wide, and 3 1/4 deep. Large is 7.5 high, 6 3/4 wide, and 4.5 deep. And the extra large, 9.5 by 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. So there you go. This shows, I don't know if you can see any better, some of the different uses for it. But anyway, $9.99 for this pattern. I like it. It was handy. There's another little pouch, I think I have on here. Boxy clear pouch. Do I have that slide? Okay. Again, I picked this one because I thought it shows, with your sewing supplies in it. So if you're maybe putting together a sewing kit for a new seamstress, you can put their basic sewing supplies in there. There's 2 sizes in here too, a large and a small. It also would be great to put your sewing supplies, your makeup, your essential oils, kids' crayons, toys, like a pencil box for kids or something. This is a 10 by 5 by 3 is the small, and 11 by 6 by 4 is the large. So if you like this one, that's mine number 10. It's $12.99. So I think that's all of the patterns. Are we going on to stuff to use? Okay, for the bags, you're going to want, or it calls for, which I highly recommend, some webbing to go inside. You cover it with fabric, but this is going to give you more strength. So the first one is, oh, that's supposed to say 1.5, but it didn't get the slash in there for the half. So this is the 1.5 size. So it's the wider straps. So this is $1.99 a yard. It's mine 11. I used on this bag because I don't remember if we probably did. We had the 1 inch anyway. So this is a 1 inch strap I put in mine as opposed to 1.5. So there's that. And even the shoulder strap. So this one is 1.5 if you like the wider. And it's mine number 11. And let me see. The ultimate travel bag here would call for, if I can find it, mesh, soft and stable. Strapping. It calls for 5 yards. So this pattern calls for 5 yards if you're going to make a bag in the near future. So that's the 1.5. We also have 1 inch. Bless you. I'm reaching. Next slide. We also have 1 inch in both white and black. If you're going to cover it, I don't know that it matters unless, you know, your fabric is light colored. So since we have this in both colors, 12W is going to be white. 12B is going to be black. So mine 12W for white, 12B for black. And it's 99 cents a yard. So not a bad price. So if you're going to make one of these bags, you'll definitely want this for the shoulder strap. Okay. Debbie, you want number 10. Oh, you want the pattern. Okay. I was going to say you just want 1 yard. Okay. And Debbie also wants some of this white. Yay. Okay. We will get that. I work tomorrow, Debbie. I will try to get that measured out for you. Oh, you also want some black in 5 yards. Good job. Okay. What else? What's next? Mesh. Oh, elastic. It's down in here. These patterns call for this fold over elastic. Let me show you where, if you can see in here. In this inside pocket, maybe you can see it easier inside this one. Yes. Okay. This inside pocket on the top, it has this fold over elastic. So it kind of holds it up to hold your stuff in. And it comes in all of those colors. We have all of those colors, put it that way. It probably comes in more than that. But I went through and those are all the colors we have. So if you if you want some of this fold over elastic, again, let me look here. Fold over elastic. This one calls for 1/2 yard. So this pattern calls for 1/2 yard. These packages have 5. Does it say? 2 yards. Right there in front of me. 2 yards. So tell us say mine number 13 and which color you want. This one's called lipstick, the pink. But if you'll say mine 13 pink, we'll know which one that is. Because I think the orange is actually called pumpkin. I bet if you say orange, we'll figure it out. There's a turquoise and 2 blues. I don't remember what they're called, but like I said, if you'll say dark blue, light blue, I know that one up right below the pink. Whoop, I'm pointing the wrong direction. That's turquoise, the one that's below the pink. So if that's the color you like, then let us know. I can't remember. That one I think is gray. That's the other's one below the orange. I don't think it's white. I think it's gray. So my number.
The one on the top right might probably daffodil.
It might be. You'd have to look. You'd have to look online to see. It doesn't even have the name. Oh, this one does say lipstick on it. You can go look over there. Well, I don't even see a yellow one on the hook. They're right there. But I was looking on our website when I pulled up the colors. That one is a silver gray. And we do have one each of the other. I don't see the yellow, but if you want yellow, we'll get you yellow. So mine 13. Tell us what color. The bottom one is teal. Okay. I'm not going to argue with you because I don't remember. Blast off blue. Okay. You must be looking on our website to see what these colors are. So that is handy. It's easy to use, but it is handy. I like it. I bought obviously some of that. I put some in each of these. So whatever this teal color or turquoise color is what I used in mine. And the mesh comes in colors. I believe that's probably coming up next on our lineup. Yes. Yes. See, it comes in all these colors too. And I only have these right in front of me. All of those colors shown, pictured, were on our website. So those are all the colors we have. So this is good for several things. It's in the outside of this. Okay. He says I'm getting fancy making these slides. I just didn't want to have 14 yellow, 14 green, 14 black, 14. So I just put all of them up there. So this mesh is for this, for the inside pockets. And it is, what size? 18 inches by 54 inches. So you can get several projects out of it, not just one bag. Dandelion was the yellow elastic. There was one back there. I didn't see it. Another thing, see, Janice logged off, but this is what I was going to show you. I made this out of some, see, I had white at home left over from a project. Mesh, because when I go to visit her, Debbie, no, you went through your bag stuff today. I don't know what the no is response to.
The colors.
Oh.
Yeah, you said she must be looking at the website.
Oh, okay. When I go to see Janet, I walk along the shores because she lives right on the water, and I go down a little ways and I pick up sea glass. See how I can hold this, you can see it because the camera is up high now. So I get sea glass. Like I said, that's where this came from. Sea glass, rocks, pretty stuff. And rather than fill my pockets, I made one of these so I can pick it up, and then I just hose it off because it's covered with sand and stuff. I hose it off. I did not, because I didn't see that pattern. It's one of those one page, it's a kit classroom thing. Also, I probably have mentioned before, kids and my grandkids, were all going to the beach the end of June. My daughter's on countdown. So I thought this would be cool to pick up seashells or whatever the 4-year-old decides he needs on driftwood, whatever. There's no telling what'll be in this bag. So these are handy for that too. If you want to make your little vacation treasure bag, there you go. So that's mine, number 14. You can see the colors up there. Again, the names of them are probably not what you would think. There is apple green, Adam red, black, blast off blue, dandelion, lipstick, natural navy, parrot blue, pewter, pumpkin. This is Tahiti. It's purple, turquoise, and white. So that dark one that you see up there is navy. It's not that one. It's not black, it's navy. But I think we can get black. Did I just call off black? Yes. Okay. So if you like any of those, I said one package would do a bag plus, because I made this ultimate travel bag and another one of these bigger than this. And I think I still had some scraps, maybe a couple of those. I still had some scraps left over. It calls for, I can't find it. Mesh, a half a yard of mesh or 3/4 yards of fabric. So you don't have to use the mesh, but it's handy. That way you can see what's inside your pockets in your bag. Okay, what do I have next? Plastic. This, oh no, this. So when you make your bags, you're going to want some of the hardware for that long strap mostly. I know I'm leaning out of the camera. So see, this has the D-ring that is spun on me, and the handle to make that. And then the slider, so you can adjust the length of it, and then the one on the other end. So this hardware is 1 inch. So keep that in mind when you buy the strapping, that you get the same strapping and hardware that go to the same size. So if you're going to, I don't think we have any 1.5 inch hardware right now. We can probably order it. So if you want 1 inch hardware, be sure you got 1 inch webbing. If you got the 1.5 inch webbing, we'll need to order you some 1.5 inch hardware. So that is mine number 15. This is $8.99, and it has both ends, 2 D-rings and 1 slider. So that'll be for 1 bag. All the stuff you need for 1 bag. Okay. Cheryl used for seashells at Daughters in Florida. Yes. See, that's great for that. I like this bag for seashells and stuff. So in some of those bags I showed you, it had the clear plastic. You could use the clear plastic inside those bags too. Okay, for these 2 patterns, it called for the clear plastic, which is premium vinyl, 16 inches by 1.5 yards. So there's a good sized piece in there too. It is $13.99. So you can do multiple projects with this. I'm trying to think what all I have used this for. I've used it for several things. So if you like this, it's mine 16. So like I said, I know you can do
project. What's that project something?
Project bag. Yes, and I didn't pull that pattern either because I didn't see that sample. There is a project bag that we did at the retreat I went to. That was the mystery project, and it has this clear plastic in front. Yet Terry project bags. And it has the clear plastic so you can see what's in it. So you could use the mesh if you like, or you could use the clear plastic. So it's handy for that. And I made, I think it's right, I know it's right around the corner. I made a, hanging right over there, like a crossbody bag, like if you go to stadiums or wherever where they don't want you carrying a purse, or it has to be a see-through bag. It was hanging on a nail right above that washstand thing. The top of that, not still there?
Nope.
I could walk over to it if it's still over there, but it may have gotten moved, or it may have fallen or something. Where those bobbins are up on top, is there not a nail that something's hanging from?
Nope.
Okay, it's gone. So I don't have a sample, but you could make some kind of bag. We have some crossbody bags. If you attend functions to where they check your bags and you want to carry a bag. So this is handy stuff. Mine's 16, $13.99 for 16 inches by 1.5 yards. Okay. I still have fabric to go through. I have talked a lot tonight, haven't I? Okay. When you're making these, I have learned, last week we showed you pins because I use straight pins for everything, but I have learned these little clips are very handy when you're doing your binding. When you're clicking this binding on, it just works better than pins. So these are good to have. This big tin is 100 pieces for $22.99. So if you like those, that works really well for working with those bags and those thick layers of fabric and everything. Okay. One bag I didn't pull a pattern for because I didn't think about it. But if you like this one, this is a tablet case. I only brought it because I made this holds just a regular size laptop. I have the Microsoft Surface and mine fits in there real well. So there's that. It has a zipper on the back, which is, it's not a deep pocket, but you could put, if you have a separate mouse, pen, pencil, whatever. I made this out of an old quilt. And it has 3 sizes on the pattern. And I did this one this afternoon. I need to put a Velcro or something on it. This is my Kindle. So I'll just give you size. So the Kindle fits in this one. Handy if you like that. So I didn't have a slide for this, but if you like this one, just say mine tablet case. And it is $12.99. So there you go. Okay. Now I will quickly run through, fabric. This is Inform, the fusible stabilizer that the by Annie recommends in all the bags. This is, it's fusible. I can't remember if it's on double-sided fusible. So it's handy. You probably still want to quilt your two fabrics together. But on this one, I didn't, because it was double-sided fusible. I just ironed that to both layers, and I didn't quilt it. I mean, you do you. If you'd rather have it quilted, it probably looks a little nicer. I didn't, because fusible on both sides, it's holding it in place. What do I need to quilt it for? So if you like this, if you want some of this, I said it's handy for a lot of things. It's inside these tablets. It's inside these two, so it gives a little more cushion to your tablet inside. So it's $26.99. And let's see what it calls for. It calls for fusible interfacing plus soft and stable, 1.5 yards of 58 wide. And this is 58 wide. So if you're making a bag, you might want to get at least 1.5 yards. So that is soft and fusible stabilizer, mine 18. Okay. Janice, what did you just make? You just made some of those. Somebody, Matthew loves the clips, and I don't know what, unless was it one of these, Janice? Okay, moving on, because I'm running out of time. I've talked too long. This fabric, I've got I'll just show you all three of them at once. I thought would group together well. Most of these call for 3 fabrics, most of these bags, which I thought all these were pretty. So this first one is the songbook. This one. A new page, the navy. So that's mine 19. It's $12.99. The Kindle holders. Okay, Janice. Good. So if you like this one, see, I thought it went well with these other colors. Songbook and new page. This is mine 19 at $12.99. This coordinating print, still the songbook in the pink. Mine 20, $12.99. And I pulled this grunge to go with it in jade. Mine 21, $12.99. Go by the picture of the slide for the color of it, because it's more accurate than what's showing up on the camera. Okay, the next group I pulled, I thought these 3 went well together. I liked them. So this is the small floral red, small floral trail red. So that's mine 22. With a black background, same name, mine 23. And this marble in purple, mine 24. And I thought I better find something that was less foofy, more masculine-ish. So with these 3, and we have so much in here, a lot of other things that could have worked. So it's whatever you like the best. So this black background is PI Creative Art, mine 25. This next one is the Tim Holtz drop cloth. The ladies that knew me today saw this and liked it, with lots of colors in it. So it's mine 26 at $12.99. And this green stone wall, mine 27, $11.99. Okay. So that's all I have. I know I went through the fabrics fast, but sometimes you just need to touch and feel the fabric too. Those are some suggestions I made. Again, I can see where you go with your OSU blend or OU or your school colors or whatever. I saw we have some basketball fabric in the back. I saw and I thought, well, that would make a cool bag too. So, anybody have any comments, or do we need to spin the wheel? Do we have a wheel?
We have something.
We have a something. We don't know if it's a wheel, if it's a claw, if it's a something. Okay, are we ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. Let's spin.
Yay!
Matthew, congratulations. We know he's on, but say hi so we'll remember. Note you're still there. Matthew loves using clips. I know he said that. $31 for a gift card, Matthew.
That's awesome.
That is good.
Needs to share.
Everybody share. See, if all you have to do is share. Matthew, you're here. Yay, you didn't leave. Be sure and share. You can still do it tonight or tomorrow, I believe, if you've watched it to get in. But you have to comment. We don't know if you share if you don't comment. So comment shared. That will determine the total. I see 52 people watching. Is that combined between Facebook and YouTube? If everyone shared once, then the gift card next week would be for $52. We just lost 2. We're down to 50. So be sure and share. Watch our website and our Facebook page for announcements. Thank you, Sheila. Because we're on the move pretty soon. Yep. I'm excited to get over there. Like I said, not excited to move. He's mouthing something. I'm not sure what. So, you know, is it 5,000 volts-ish? Not to mention the notions and everything we got to get over there. So, by the end of next week, we should be there by the end of next week. So, watch. Outside might not be totally done. Okay. Outside may still be in the works. We're getting new awnings. We've already got new sidewalks. You just would not believe the difference from that building from when they first bought it to now. Hope to see you soon. Also, Joyce. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry I rambled so long. Comment mine if there's anything that you like, you want. Come in and see us. Have a good evening. Watch our media for announcements and when we're moving and if we're going to be closed for a few days to get everything shuffled. So goodbye from the friendliest little quilt shop in the state. See you guys later.